I don't even have the words. My head is hurting. What's up, all my aliens? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Naya, and here we talk all things beauty and lifestyle and commentary. So be sure to hit the subscribe button down below because I know you're gonna want to come back for more videos. Trust me. I feel like I haven't filmed in a minute or posted in a minute, even though I just posted not so long ago. But it still feels like it's been a while. So we had to come into April with a bang. Like, I could not start off April on this boring note. So with that being said, today I'm giving y'all a commentary video. If you watched my last video, then you know that I'm gonna be switching up some things on my channel, removing some content and bringing in some more content of beauty related things. So we're gonna be doing a commentary video. I love doing these. And let me just tell y'all that brace yourself. Brace yourself for today's video, because when I tell you today's video is stress, I mean heavy on the stress. Okay, so one day I was just sitting in my room, chilling, minding my business, protecting my peace, you know, just being cool. Then I get this message right here on the screen from my cousin. And when I tell you all peace was ruined, all peace was destroyed, obliterated, removed from sight, from life. It was gone because she told me to watch this daggone anime show. And y'all know I don't really watch too much anime. I posted a video about Demon Slayer. It was my first time really digging into anime as an adult. But she told me to watch this anime called Peach Girl. So we're talking about Peach Girl today. And woo, child. Just thinking about this makes my head hurt. So we're gonna be talking about episodes 1 through 4. There's a total of like 30 episodes practically. And I'm gonna be doing a series. If y'all like this part, I will definitely give y'all a part 2 with the next 4 episodes because this series is wild. So let's just get right into the first episode. All right, so to kick this thing off, we meet the main character and her name is Momo. She is so cute, I love her. I think she is literally the most adorable character I've ever seen in an anime. Like, I legit love her. And she also has a best friend named Sai. Now, Sai is a piece of trash. And I'm gonna just tell y'all that now before I even say anything else about her. She's a piece of garbage. She is the scum. She's like the worst type of human on the planet. But anyway, we get into a scene where Momo's best friend Sai is having a conversation with Momo's boyfriend Toji. Now Toji's in the hospital because he had appendicitis, so he got rushed to the hospital. And we see Sai in the room with Toji talking about how Momo didn't want to come because she invited her, but she just never wanted to come. She didn't respond, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So now Toji's getting the impression that his own girlfriend did not want to come to the hospital to see him. Sorry, I gotta adjust the bonnet. His own girlfriend did not want to come to the hospital to see him while he's having appendicitis and all this other stuff. But instead, Sai tells Toji that instead of coming to the hospital to visit him, Momo is out with her friend Kairi cheating on him. Now, Kairi is a certified creepazoid. I just can't with men like him. Well, I think they're in high school, so I guess boys, males in general, there's men like this too. So men like him, they're just really creepy, don't know how to take a hint. And he has like a huge crush on Momo, but Momo does not like him. Momo is trying to be with her forever, bae Toji, and really like build her little high school relationship, whatever. But Kairi just does not get the picture, and he is still trying to like pursue Momo despite her being like, bro, back up. He don't listen. He don't care. He really just don't care. But anyway, so Momo is out with Kairi. She's not cheating though. She's just out, like they run into each other. And Sai is telling Toji, who's in the hospital, that yeah, she's cheating or whatever. So then Momo, not Momo. So then Sai makes this big setup where she knows that Momo's about to come to the hospital and bust through that door. So right before Momo enters the hospital room, Sai like spills some water on the ground and then it causes her to fall on top of Toji. Mind you, homie just got out of surgery. How you gonna fall on his torso when he just had surgery to get his appendix removed? Like, how inconsiderate. So anyway, Momo busts in the room and she sees Sai on top of Toji. Mind you, if y'all forgot, Sai is her best friend. Her fake best friend. This girl's mad fake, yo. Sai is on top of Toji in the hospital bed and Momo busts in the room. She's like, yo, what is going on in here? She's checking Sai. She's like, what are you doing on my man? And Toji just steps in. He's like, no, it's not like that. She dropped some water and she's just picking it up. She fell on me. And Momo's like, you think I'm gonna believe that? Like, I know my friend, quote unquote. I don't even know why they're friends, to be honest, because when I get deeper into this, y'all will see that Sai is like a piece of garbage. Like, she's really problematic. But anyway, so we get into Momo and Toji now talking, and Toji's like, oh nah, like, whatever. Toji is like, we're not messing around. She fell, whatever. And he's like, but why are you here with Kairi? And so now they gotta explain themselves to Toji. And basically it was like, oh, well, we're just friends. We're not doing anything. We literally just came because Momo never knew that Toji was in the hospital to begin with. And I'm gonna tell y'all why in a second. But Momo never even knew that Toji was in the hospital sick. So that's why she never went to see him, because she didn't even know that he was ill. And that's when Kairi removes Sai from the room. Is that her name? Yeah, Sai. Kairi removes Sai from the room just so that Momo and Toji can talk. And as they're talking, basically Momo is telling Toji, like, you need to trust me because Sai is no good. Like, she literally was lying to you. She been lying to you and she's gonna keep lying to you. But Toji refuses to believe it, which I don't even understand, because Momo is your girlfriend. Why would you, it's a piece of hair on my face. Why would you not believe your girl before your girl's best friend? That don't even make sense to me. That literally doesn't make sense. All right, so anyway, this is where it gets wild, because I was like, huh? Basically, Toji gives off the impression that he's never gonna trust anything that Momo says to him. Mind you, that's his girlfriend. Why would you not trust your girlfriend? So Momo's crazy too. Momo climbs out the window. She climbs onto the windowsill and she says, I'm gonna jump if you don't. I'm sorry, this self-harm is not funny, but like, bro, you're gonna jump out the window because what? So Momo goes and props herself out the window. My bad, y'all, my stuff is falling everywhere. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, Momo has now propped herself out the window and she's threatening to, you know, what I said, harm oneself. And everybody in the hospital is like, yo, what's going on? And then there's people outside, Toji and Kairi. I'm getting them all mixed up. Kairi and Sai are outside on like a little balcony where they could still see what Momo and Toji are doing. And they see freaking Momo about to jump out the window. And I'm just like, yo, this girl is nuts. This girl is cuckoo. Like, she really about to jump out the window for this boy. And then on top of that, why are you manipulating him like that? He's already just had surgery. He's in the hospital. Why you gotta put him through more trauma of watching you harm oneself. Like, what? Why? So she trips. She slips and slips out the window, but he catches her. Toji jumps out the bed. Mind you, homie just had surgery. Why are they putting him through this? He jumps out the bed and catches Momo before she falls out the window. Like a superhero. Like, he legit saves her life. He catches her, pulls her back in, and then they have this long heart-to-heart about like how Momo loves him so much. She loved him the day she met him. And I'm just like, okay, this girl is really crazy. Like, this relationship does not need to be a relationship, like, at all. And so as Kairi and Sai are out on the balcony talking, Kai accidentally admits to Sai that he has kissed Momo in the past. Like, before she was dating Toji, he kissed her in the past. So she took this as her chance to like run with it because she wants to break up Toji and Momo. So she takes this as her chance to go blurt it back to Toji, who we already know is not trusting of Momo or Kairi, because he knows that Kairi is like into her. He does not want Momo to leave him for Kairi, and it's just like, dang, bro. Sai is really just killing the vibe. She's killing the vibe. But here's the real tea. Here is the real tea, because when Toji is like, oh, you kissed Kairi? Like, you really kissed Kairi? And she's like, yeah, I kissed Kairi. And he's like, well, this is not gonna work. And she was like, are you kidding me? Because I saw you cheating on me kissing Sai. And he sure was kissing Sai. And he was like, actually, no, I only kissed Sai because I was trying to practice how I wanted to kiss you. How does that sound? Literally, how does that sound? I was cheating on you so I could practice how I want to kiss you. Why don't you just kiss your girl? I don't even have the words. My head is hurting. And now we get into episode 2, y'all. Well, 2. I'm trying to do my beauty blender in my hand. Episode 2. It only gets worse. All right, so episode 2, we get a flashback episode. So this is what happens before the whole hospital incident and all that stuff. We find out how Momo and Toji first started dating. We see like the beginning of their relationship in this episode. Now, let me just say, y'all girls out there, don't be lying on these men, because we see in this episode Sai is pretending that... Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. So, first of all, Peach Girl, her name's Momo, my bad. Momo is darker than all her peers. She's not black, but she's darker skinned. And she's very insecure about having dark skin around all these like paler skinned people, right? And so she's very insecure. She thinks that Toji might not like her because she has darker skin. And he could care less about that. Toji does not care about nobody's skin being darker than usual. Like, if everybody around her is white, she's peach. Like that's why she's called Peach Girl. Like, she's literally just peach colored. And so we see her talk a little bit about that and how Toji's like, bro, I could care less about your skin tone. Like, you're still pretty to me. And so they just, you know, carry on. But she wants to keep their relationship a secret because, why did she want to keep it? Honestly, I think it's because of Sai. I'm not even gonna lie. It might have been because Sai, like, she did not want anyone to know that she was dating somebody. And honestly, with a friend like Sai, I don't blame her. I don't even know why she was friends with that girl. Still don't know. But because she kept her relationship a secret, you know, Sai finds out everything. Sai is just the nosiest of the nosy. Like, she will find it out no matter what it is. And so she goes into a room with Momo, like privately, and they're talking to each other, and she tells Momo like, oh, my boyfriend forced himself on me, not the R word, but he like forced a kiss on me, and I don't know what to do. Who should I tell? Blah, blah, blah. And Momo's like, oh, you like Kyrie? I didn't know you like Kyrie. And she was like, what? It ain't Kyrie. I like, my boyfriend is Toji. And Momo's like, Toji? Because Toji is her man, which we all know, including Sai. I don't know why Sai is so thirsty. This girl is a thirst bucket. She jumps through hoops and holes to get to in between Toji and Momo. And it's like, girl, you're weird. You are literally a weirdo. But anyway, she tells Momo that it was Toji who like tried to force kissing on her and all this extra whatever. So Momo feels some type of way, and now she starts giving Toji the cold shoulder. And I'm just like, why won't you just confront him about it? Ask him about it. And that's what I don't understand. Like, that's why she makes me so mad, because she has no backbone. This girl, she barely, like, she only confronts the stupid things. She don't confront anything for the real truth. She confronts like dumb things that don't make sense. Like, and that's what irks my nerves. Like, this Momo is so naive and stupid sometimes. Like, for real, why would you even believe that? You know that's your boyfriend. Go to your boyfriend and ask him instead of just ignoring him, giving him the cold shoulder. So now, fast forward a little bit, we now get to the scene where in like real time, Momo's very sad and Kyrie finds her. Kyrie is just as bad as Sai. I don't know how he always finds his way into Momo's life, the way the way that Sai finds her way into Toji's life. But Kyrie runs into Momo. She's super upset, and they're walking, and then they finally see Toji kissing Sai. And I was just like, ugh, I can't even deal. This is just too much. Way too much drama, bro. Way too much. And when this whole thing is happening, I'm in my head, I'm like, okay, so everybody's trauma response is different, but why has Momo not put it together that like Sai was literally just in the classroom crying, saying that Toji forced himself on her, and now you see them outside kissing. So why did that not put any type of confusion into your head or any type of skepticism? Because she knows how Sai is. Sai is literally a manipulator and a liar. So why would it not dawn on her that maybe Sai is lying and that I should go confront Toji, my man? Come on, girl. You know, I'm getting just stressed just thinking about the plot. But at this point, I don't remember how they connected again, but Toji and Momo made plans to meet at the cafeteria to have a serious long talk about what the heck had just happened. And basically, when they're supposed to meet in the cafeteria, they made plans to meet at the pool. That's what happened. They made plans to meet at the swimming pool. And Toji ran into Sai, and Sai was like, oh, Momo wanted me to tell you to meet her in the cafeteria instead because she just wants to change the place. So he's like, all right, bet. So Toji goes to the cafeteria to wait for her, and Momo is literally sitting at the pool waiting on Toji. She's just like, where is this dude at? Like, it's been 30 minutes. He should be out of school by now. Like, we should be able to meet up. And basically what happens is Kyrie again finds his way to the pool. Like, nobody be even sending for Kyrie. He just shows up. At the worst times, he just be showing up. And so Kyrie shows up to the pool, and he's, trying to, comfort Sai. I keep getting their names mixed up. He's trying to comfort Momo because she's visibly upset that Toji has not yet shown up to the pool. And Toji is in the cafeteria visibly upset that Momo has not showed up to the cafeteria. And that's when here comes Sai, public enemy number one. Sai is back again in the cafeteria like, oh, how'd the talk go? I thought you guys would be cool now. Like, girl, you know you set that up so that they wouldn't meet, so that you could try to push up on Toji. Like, come on. You know what you was doing. Like, Sai really pisses me off. And then in my head, I'm like, do y'all not own cell phones? Why can't y'all just call each other and figure out where each other's at? You're like 17, 18 years old. You should have a cell phone at that point when you're in high school so that you can call your parents. Like, y'all should be able to call each other too. And I'm just like, why have they not called each other yet? And now Toji, he goes to the pool. He's like, all right, let me just go to the pool. He goes to the pool, and obviously he gets there and he sees Momo with Kyrie, the person that he hates the most, and he runs over. I don't know what he was thinking, but he runs over and he pulls Momo over to the same place that he kissed Sai, the same exact spot he kissed Sai, and tries to kiss her. And now what's unfortunate is that because of Sai's little story earlier about Toji forcing himself on her, this incident right here makes him look like he be doing stuff like that when he doesn't. And it's really crazy because Sai really be manipulating people and manipulating the story to make it really fit her narrative, and it's actually wild. All right, now episode 3 picks up where episode 2 left off, and it pretty much begins with Toji literally sprinting away because he just got that Will Smith smack. Oh, wow. Momo was not playing that. She really just backhanded the crap out of him for trying to kiss her. And he got so embarrassed that he just ran away, scared, like a scared puppy. He was out. And I was low-key proud of Momo because that was the first time I ever seen her stick up for herself. And so as he's running away, of course, we see Sai go chasing after him because, she wants to console him and be the master manipulator that, broken-hearted people, quote-unquote, need. So she runs off to do that. And then we get to this, we just skip to a scene where we just see Momo getting ready for bed. And so she's just gets out the shower and she hears a dog outside her window barking mad loud. So she opens the window and she screams at the dog only to find freaking Toji outside her window playing with the dog. And she's like, oh my gosh, no, like, why did he come here? And basically it's just a hot mess. And those two then meet up. She goes outside to meet up with him. Oh, I just destroyed my eyebrow. Sorry, y'all. Brows, I hate doing my brows on camera because they never come out how I want them to. Never. Alright, I don't even care at this point. Anyway, I forgot to tell you that at one point when Momo was hanging out with Toji, she saw like a hair clip in his wallet, and the hair clip had belonged to Sai. And so she really believed that those two were like fooling around, but Sai has her ways. So she obviously snuck that hair clip into his wallet somehow, some way, I don't know. But as they're outside talking, Momo is just thinking about this hair clip and talking about this stupid clip. And Toji's like, I don't even know what this is. I've never seen this before, ever in my life. And Toji is honestly one of the dumbest characters in this show because Momo asks him to please stop talking to Sai because she's no good. Her intentions are no good. And he has the audacity to question her. He's like, well, why should I stop speaking to her? Isn't that your friend? Like, I thought y'all were cool with each other. And it's like, bro, it doesn't matter. If she's telling you to stop speaking to her, stop. Period, point blank, stop. If your girlfriend is asking you to stop talking to somebody, then stop. And I still don't even understand how he can't visibly see that Sai hits on him every opportunity that she gets. She literally chased him down the road after he kissed, tried to kiss Momo, and then he kissed her. Like, how are you this stupid? Boy, open your eyes. And so at school the next day, Sai confronts Momo about the interaction that she had with Toji at the house that night. And I'm like, the only reason why she probably knows about this little interaction is because she was probably in the bushes. And I'm not even exaggerating. This girl was literally probably in the bushes listening to the conversation, because there's no freaking way. There's absolutely no way. And I'm just like, yeah, it's time for... Why is this blush not showing up on my skin? I picked out this blush that's like this purpley color, but it is not showing up. It's not even getting on the brush. Okay, anyway. So Momo gets pissed and she's like, yo, get out my way so I can finish cleaning. And so she like sweeps the broom by Sai's foot, and Sai literally throws herself at the ground. When I tell you she did a LeBron James. Like, she threw herself at the ground. She wasn't even touched. Momo didn't even touch her, and she just hit the ground mad hard, crying. Had all the classmates turned in to look at her. And mind you, a lot of the classmates that don't like Momo, it's so stupid. They think that she's like very slutty. Whatever. But they don't like her. They always talk bad about her and they don't try to befriend her. It's so dumb. And I know it's because of Sai. But everybody turns and they're like, oh my gosh, Momo just attacked Sai. Like, what the heck is wrong with her? And Sai's on the floor all crying, being dramatic and extra. And that's when Toji comes up. Now, Toji don't listen, because Momo just told you to stop speaking to Sai. And here you come running up, being Captain Save-A-Ho and picking her up off the ground. He picks her up and walks her to the nurse. Now, this part had me weak, because all you see is Momo walking behind Sai and Toji, and Sai looks back at her like, got your man. And this pisses Sai off. She goes to attack her. She's like, your leg is not broken, blah, blah, blah. And now here goes Sai with the dramatics, pretending to be all injured, crying. She's like, oh my gosh, she's attacking me. And Toji's just like, okay, yeah, no, you gotta go, Momo. And I'm like, how you still not sticking up for your girlfriend? How? She should have, if I was Momo, I would have broke up with him right then and there. But that's Momo's problem. She don't stick up for herself. She don't like speak her mind or anything. And I'm like, bruh, how can you pick Sai over me? Like, what? Toji is the worst boyfriend in the history of boyfriends. Well, maybe not, but in this he sure is. And so as this is all going down, the school day ends, they go home, and Momo, you know, she reaches out to Toji, because she's like, you know what, I gotta apologize for my behavior at the hold on, this is about to fall. I gotta apologize for my behavior at school, because, you know, I should not have attacked what's her face, she shouldn't have attacked Sai like that. And I was like, nah, girl, you should have. You did the right thing. But now, okay, and side note, at this scene, suddenly Momo had a cell phone. I'm like, if you had a cell phone all this time, why did you never ever call Toji or ask him, does he have a cell phone? Because now I'm like, I'm confused. Okay, so now as they're trying to talk and make up, freaking Toji's appendix breaks, bursts, ruptures, whatever. He starts, his stomach was hurting and he starts feeling, you know, the appendicitis. He's like, I gotta get off the phone. Like, I don't got time to talk about this. I gotta go. And that's when he gets rushed to the hospital. Oh, I forgot to mention. So the reason why everyone thinks Momo is a slut is because she gave Kyrie CPR and they thought that they were kissing. And I'm just like, bro, she literally saved somebody's life and she got labeled a hoe? What? What? I think she should be a hero. How that happened? All right, so now we get to the first hospital scene because Sai was bringing Toji his homework after school. And she goes and lies to him, telling him that Momo didn't want to come. Meanwhile, Momo didn't even know that Toji was sick. Everybody found out in school, in class that day, the next day that it happened. And I was just like, this not right. This really not right. And so, with that being said, Sai goes and tells Toji, like, oh, just so you know, she didn't want to be here, and you should really just leave her, because why should you be treated like that? All right, now back at school, we see Momo is sitting on the stairs with Kyrie talking about Toji. She's like, oh, I hope it's okay. This is not like him to not come to school. So then, as soon as that happens, Kyrie's like, all right, well, let's just get up and go downstairs. They're going down the stairs, and Momo like slips and pushes Kyrie down the steps. Like, he fell flat on his back, like pushed Kyrie straight down the stairs. And when that happens, he like hugs her close. Like, I don't know what, this dude is like a literal pervert with no boundaries. He hugs her into him, and as they're hugging, like they're not really hugging, like they're just close, and they are confronted by Sai. Of course, like this girl Sai, man, she's just there gotta be two of her because she's everywhere at once. They are confronted by Sai and all her friends, and they're like, ooh, see, she's cheating on Toji. In Sai's head, she's like, oh, she's cheating on Toji, I'm gonna tell him. But then Sai's friends confronted Kyrie, and they're like, why do you like her? She's like mad trashy. Like, I don't know why you want to talk to her. And that's when he's like, what are y'all talking about? And so they just start doing all this extra talking, and they finally tell him that Toji is in the hospital with appendicitis. Mind you, nobody told Momo because of Sai. Sai allegedly told the whole school to keep it from Momo. And I'm like, first of all, is Sai rich or something? Like, why? How does she have this much power over all of y'all, where she can tell y'all to not tell somebody something and y'all just listen? Like, who exactly is Sai? Because I'm confused. Sorry, y'all. I hate when I do my lips like this because I have to try to blend it in. But I'm trying, y'all. But anyway, so they're like, okay, Thing is in the hospital. And this is when Kyrie is like, oh snap, I gotta go tell Momo. So he just gets up, he runs, and he tells Momo like, oh, I know where Toji is. He's in the hospital. And so after school, they run to the hospital. And guess who's in the hospital? Freaking Sai! Girl, how are you always there? Who's, like, nobody sent for you. And she's in there telling Toji, like, hey, yo, I saw Kyrie and what's his name making out in the hallway or whatever. So this is where everything comes back full circle. We get back to the scene where Momo busts in the hospital room and she sees Sai laying on top of Toji because she slipped on some water. But that girl didn't slip on no water. You know she did it on purpose. We all know. And this brings us into the next episode of the story. So they kind of just showed us the like the climax on episode 1. Episode 4, they like go over it again. But now that you've seen episode 2 and 3 and you know the backstory, it kind of like brings everything back full circle. Literally episode 4 is the exact same episode as 1. Like, it's literally the same episode. They play all the same scenes, all the same things. Like, there's no difference. So maybe like a couple things here and there, but it's like, it's literally the same episode. So I'm gonna just tell y'all now that this show is stress. The whole time I was watching it, I was stressed. And then it also got me thinking too, like, girl, you and Toji have been dating for maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and she's ready to jump out the window? Like, you was ready to jump out the hospital window over this boy you barely even know. Let me take off my bonnet now. Ooh, baby hair's looking rough. But look like one of those commercials.
Maybe she's born with it. Then again, maybe it's Maybelline.
Okay, y'all. So here's the look. Baby hairs are not looking good right now. But anyway. So yeah. I'm just like, you barely know Toji, and you're already ready to harm yourself over him when he's been nothing but a trash boyfriend. He cheated on you. He doesn't even trust you. He didn't listen to you when you told him not to talk to Sai no more. He really, literally the next day had the audacity to walk her to the nurse's office when she faked falling on the ground. Why do you even stay with him? Let Sai have him. Let her have him. Because at this point, nobody's a good boyfriend in this show. Not Kairi, not Toji, nobody. Just choose you. And then we also see, okay, so Sai, it really baffles me that Sai devised this whole plan where she thinks that her and Kairi can break up Toji and Momo by Sai going into Toji's hospital room or whatever and R-wording him. You can't say it on YouTube. But she thinks that she could go in his room and do that and then call Kairi in to bring in Momo and see that and then think that's gonna make them break up. Stupid. Just stupid. And that's why Kairi was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, that's just dumb. And that's where we leave episode 4. That is where the plot like pretty much ends. So I'm gonna watch the rest of the episodes and I guess like come back to y'all. But if y'all want the rest of the tea on this show, comment down below because I will give y'all a series. I will give y'all part 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever I gotta do to give y'all parts because I'm gonna finish this show. This show is interesting. So if y'all want the rest of it, let me know because I will give y'all that. All these parts, this show is so messy and the drama, it's giving me life. It's giving me so much life. I can give y'all life too. Just let me know if you want it. If you want to like watch this series with me, go watch episodes 1 through 4 right now. I'll put the link in the description box. You can watch it on your phone or the computer. I'll put the link down below in the description box for y'all that my cousin sent me. And y'all could go watch this. Because when I tell you it's stress, it is stress. Literal stress. But if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. I promise you, you will not regret it. You're gonna love it over here, the Alien fam. We're on the road to 1K aliens, so we're so close. Hit the subscribe button, join the family if you love these commentary videos. Also, join us on Discord. It's gonna be in the description box down below on the screen so you know what to look for when you find it. And follow my social media. It's gonna be right here across the screen for you. Connect with me. I do connect back, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.